House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 6, I believe. Let me double check. I've got it on my phone. Yep, Episode 6. So, I really enjoyed last night's episode, though it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. And I really loved some bits of it, and other bits I honestly wasn't very fussed about. One bit I really did enjoy was the riot in King's Landing. I thought that was great. Especially where we see the shepherd and he gets his arm cut off for trying to grab Alicent. I can see that coming. I have been following like different forums and lots of people have been pointing out that that character that is going to be the shepherd has been in the background in lots of different scenes. So I love that world building, and I also really liked that when Alicent and Helena were running to the wheelhouse, like Helena had her fingers in her ears like that, and again like showing that she's like a dreamer and maybe on the spectrum. That was a really nice touch. Really enjoyed it. And the reason I'm doing a live today instead of just doing a normal video is because I've had a really super busy couple of days. We were at a wedding. We have family over from America, so we're babysitting kids while people are on honeymoon. It's just been really long, but it's been nice. And then back to House of the Dragon. Another bit I really enjoyed. Hey there, good to see you. Thank you, Drawdag. That's great. Another bit I really enjoyed about this episode was Sea Smoke. The dragon like chasing, is it Alan or Adam of Hull? Alan of Hull, I think, chasing him, and that was really cool. I really enjoyed all the memes about that, like, do you have a girlfriend? Well, you do now. Like, those have been brilliant. Absolutely great. But you know, it is very different to the books, and that's something I keep having to remind myself of. Was it Sir Mallister, Sir Stephen Mallister, when he gets burnt alive by Sea Smoke? That was pretty horrific. I loved it, but it was pretty horrific to watch. And I really want to know when we're going to get Hugh the Hammer and Wolf the White on Dragonstone to do the dragon seeds. We're obviously going to get, there's a dog barking, we're obviously going to get Rhaenys, or Rhaena, whatever her name is, Daemon's youngest daughter, riding Sheep Stealer instead of Nettles, which kind of bugs me because I was really looking forward to seeing Nettles and seeing how that would play out. So I thought they were going to do it with Bela, but they're obviously going to do it with Rhaena instead, and it kind of bugged me. I mean, could you not just do Nettles? I mean, you're doing Wolf the White, you're doing Hugh the Hammer, you're doing Adam and Alan of Hull, but you can't do Nettles? What's with that? Another thing I wanted to point out was the kiss between Mysaria and Rhaenyra. No problem, go ahead, do that, but you've got enough time to do like that sexy scene, but you can't do Nettles and you can't do Sarah Snow. I just don't think that's right, guys. Like, you're really deviating from the books in some of the worst ways, but maybe that's just on me. Maybe other people feel different. Hi from Indonesia. Hi back to Indonesia. What else? I really am not enjoying Aemond tripping in Harrenhal. Why is this going on for so long? It really just feels like filler. At least last episode we had him talking to the Blackwoods and the Brackens. This episode, I feel like we had nothing. Like, absolutely nothing going on. It was just Daemon being like, taking the werewood post. That's all we got. I didn't like it. I did like the owl. Alice Rivers and the owl. That was great. I am warming to her. I wasn't too sure about the Scottish accent to begin with, but I'm warming to her, so that's good. Her killing off Grover Tully, that's not in the books, right? It's not in the books, so I'm not loving it, but it's okay. And I'm keep reminding myself, like, this isn't the books. This isn't what you were gonna get in the books. Like, you can go back and reread Fire and Blood and be happy if this isn't what you like at the end. So what else? Okay, Aegon being burnt. Let's talk about that. His acting as a burn victim is really good, and they've put so much money into the prosthetics on his face and his body for the burns, and the way he was cowering, crouching back as they were peeling away all those bits of burnt skin. That was really painful to watch. Like, I was watching that and I was like, ugh, like, not good. And if you've ever been badly burnt or you've seen someone who's badly burnt when it's like fresh like that, I was like, that is so painful. So that was really good. But Aemond and the leaning over him, like pressing on his wound, like, why are they doing that? Like, in the books, Daron, Aemon, and Aegon have such a close bond, and in this, they just don't. And we haven't even seen Daron. Like, where is Daron? So they can make Rhaenyra bisexual, no problem, but they can't give us Daron. I actually was googling who the actor is going to be, and I think he's going to look the part, but we need to see him and bring Otto Hightower back. For goodness sake, just bring that boy back. And okay, so they've sent Joffrey and all of Rhaenyra's younger children to the Vale, and now they're just going to send them across the narrow sea. Like, what was the point in sending them to the Vale in the first place? You know, it's obviously so Rhaena can get a dragon. I know that now, but you know, it's not good. Like, it's not really good storytelling. Hi from Australia, cool dad. Hi from Ireland, cool dad. It's not very good storytelling, but I did like how they sent one of the Lannister twins to, like, Essos to try and arrange a truce with the Triarchy, because we all know where that's going, and spoiler alert, Jace is gonna die, you know? So that was good, and I liked how the Lannister host was like, we're not doing anything without a dragon. And it just feels like they're in this weird sort of stalemate, because they all, like, all the land armies want dragons. The Vale wants a dragon, the Westerlands want a dragon, the River Lords have a dragon that's not being used. I guess you like vintage stuff. Yeah, I do. Do you like my What Would Dolly Do? And then my cabaret poster up here. So I feel like nothing's happening, and we do get some good land battles, like not dragon battles later on, you know? And I think we need to see that, and we haven't seen anything really from the north. There's been no march south by, you know, the winter wolves. When are we going to get the fish feed? I bet you they're saving that for next season, which is completely fine. But, you know, what are we going to do? Oh, hello from the UK. Hello from Northern Ireland. And, oh, thank you, Brian Lee. You're sweet. I do not know where the show is going to go next. There's definitely a lot more going on. Like, under the surface, there's a lot more plotting going on with Rhaenyra. I think she probably will take King's Landing in these last couple of episodes. I think that's probably what we're going to see. I think it's very interesting that we're getting Aegon and Larys Strong teaming up. I think that's going to end up with something interesting. I would like to see what is going to happen with Rook's Rest and Sunfire dying outside. Like, why haven't we seen Sunfire dying? It's just kind of bugging me. I did like seeing Little Stormcloud though. Little Stormcloud dragon, he was so cute. I'm Isaac from Leeds. Hello, Isaac from Leeds. See the dragon. Yeah, I want to see more dragons. Like, where are the dragons? It is going to be interesting. Like, we haven't seen the cannibal yet. We haven't seen Silverwing or Vermax. And we definitely haven't seen Sheep Stealer. So those are 4 dragons that we still need to see. And I'm just waiting at this point. I want to see what's going to happen next. What is really left to happen in this season is, all I can think of is the taking of King's Landing at this point. And there might be a taking of King's Landing, which is brilliant if they do it well. But we need Otto as well. Like, we need Otto to come up, because he's there. He gets executed when Rhaenyra takes King's Landing, so we need that to happen. So that might happen in season 3, which means that's 2 years away, which is kind of annoying. Okay, what do we got? Hello from Indonesia. Hello from Indonesia. LD Printer, like your style. Thank you. Zombie Killer 29. No, you're not. Okay. Would you be a dragon rider? Like, who wouldn't be a dragon rider if they could? In all fairness, cool dad. Who wouldn't be a dragon rider if they could? I mean, I got my Jurassic Park bottle. It gives you an idea. But it is what it is. They are currently filming the Night of the Seven Kingdoms show here, which isn't going to be called that. I need to make a video actually, because I was asked to be an extra on that and I didn't get it, and I was all sad, but what can you do? I think it's called Sweetfoot. You didn't hear it here. I think it's going to be called Sweetfoot, and I know they're filming at the moment, so we'll wait and see. But I think we're going to see Rhaenyra maybe take King's Landing, but if she doesn't take King's Landing, at least we're going to see all the dragon riders get their dragons at this point, I think. Oh, Irish girl. I wouldn't know. Bob. I wouldn't know. But yeah, no. I've been enjoying the season. It's just not as good as the first season, I think. I definitely think Alicent's character took a nosedive this season. I do kind of like her interactions with her brother, but at the same time, I think her dad needs to come back. I want more Otto. I want more Otto Hightower. He's much better. And we need to see more of the River Lords as well. What else do I want to see? Oh, we need to see more of the North. I think it would be interesting to see something from like a northern perspective. Like maybe just have an episode that opens with, you know, the Wolf of the North, opens with Lord Stark and his dynamic trying to get everybody going south. That would be interesting. I wasn't brought up in Ireland. I was actually brought up in Spain. I'm in Ireland at the moment, and my parents are both Irish, but I was brought up in Spain. What was I saying? Yeah, I would like to see something from like the northern perspective. I also don't think, like, I know Dorne isn't in the war at the moment, but Dorne do get involved with the Triarchy later on. So I'd like to see some of that. I would also like to see maybe the Greens reaching out to the Dornish, even though they're like enemies, to see how they killed a dragon, you know, with one of the scorpions. We know that happened. So all of this is possibility. I would also like to see a bit more across the sea and a bit less of just Daemon tripping. I'm a bit sick of that. I think we all are, you know. Dragons are cool. I don't actually really know any Irish dragon legends at all. What's your thoughts on the wolves? Let's see, if I saw you in person, I would faint. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this review. I think I'm done. I think I've said everything I need to say. We're nearly at 15 minutes. Does anybody have any questions about House of the Dragon? If you do, drop them in the comments and I will try and answer them before I end this stream. In conclusion, I thought it was a good episode. I think I would give it like a solid 7. Solid 7. I liked the riot. I liked Silverwing. Even though I don't like this way they're taking Aemond in person, like I don't like his character arc, I am enjoying, I'm not Bob, I'm engaged, but even though I'm not liking what they're doing with Aemond in person, like in his character arc, the acting's good, I can kind of get behind it. Daemon just needs to disappear and go back to normal. you know, go back to Dragonstone. I don't know like what they're doing with him either. Like, I want to be the king. I want to be the king. Like, can he just stop and support his wife the way he does in the book? Please. Is that really about? Yeah, I don't know any Irish like dragon stories really. There's like a lot of stories about wolves and swans, but I can't think of any like Irish. Oh, and giants. Like there's tons of giant stories, but I can't think of any Irish dragon stories at all. I might have to Google that later and get back to you. You know. But yeah, so this episode gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I am looking forward to seeing how they're going to wrap this up, and I am going to be reviewing, I think, oh, what is that show called? I'm going to Google it. That show that's coming out on Prime, that Roman show. Does anybody know? It's called like Time to Die. I'm studying the drama. May I ask your age? Guess it. Guess my age. I am gonna look up the name of that show so you all know that I'm gonna watch it tonight. I think it came out yesterday. It's on Prime. Roman show. It's a Roman show. I think it's called Time to Die. You're very close. You're very, very close. I am 30. I know, I'm old. Those About to Die. Those About to Die. That is the name of the show I'm going to watch on Prime, and I'm going to review that as well, because I like Roman stuff. But okay, that is the end of this stream. Subscribe to my channel. I have lots and lots of reviews about House of the Dragon content, Game of Thrones content, A Song of Ice and Fire content. I've got some really cool A Cursed King series reviews and comparisons with the Song of Ice and Fire characters, because that's where George R. R. Martin took a lot of his inspiration from. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.